I met my wife, Linda, at a Urantia Book conference in Chicago, 1975. And I went and visited where she and a bunch of friends had bought some land outside of Peoria, Illinois. And Dan Fogelberg was putting on a concert, and went to the concert, and she had said that he was just one of the local guys that they knew when she went to Illinois State at Bloomington Normal, and that he was just another friend who happened to then become a very good guitarist and singer, and was moving on. And and then after she and I moved to Colorado, Dan happened to come on by the apartment that we were at just to say hi to friends, basically my wife, and there was some other friends too, and that's where I got to meet Dan, and and he played guitar at the dining room table, and told a bunch of stories about growing up in Peoria and Illinois, and things that you could hear in some of the later songs that he wrote. And at that time, I was doing some work for Mo Siegel at Celestial Seasonings Tea Company. And one of the projects that I was working on was producing a TV commercial. And I came up with a 30-second concept of a cabin in the woods. Then you pan in through animation into the window, and you see the sleepy time bear. And there's the fire and the kids on the carpet, and his wife bear, doing some knitting. And he grabs his, cup, and he said, "Before I snuggle up with my honey, I like a soothing cup of sleepy time herb tea." And that was it. And but we didn't have any music. And so Dan offered to do the music, acoustic, absolutely beautiful tune. And so I got to know him through the rehearsals. And it turns out that he was moving to Nederland, Colorado at the time. And then he knew I was kind of a roustabout. I had a firewood business and landscaping and potting soil business. And so he, paid me to come on up and clear trees on his beautiful home, and create a garden for him, and kind of do some really nifty landscaping. And it was one of those trips that I brought my Urantia book with me, and that's where we sat on down, and and he just started leafing through it like I don't know, it's just fish to water. I mean, you just see that once in a while when people are instantly taking to it. And and so he just sat there and read it, and I was up there for about a week doing work, and he would go on through it. I left it there, and then he paid me 30 odd bucks. I picked up a copy for him, and he and I talked about the importance of spiritual vision in the world, and and that was after part of the plan was already a hit. So this was as he was working on his Nederland album, and he had left Illinois. I had left Illinois, and um, and he and I, would go out to the Pioneer Inn, and I got to meet Joe Walsh and Bonnie Raitt and about 3 or 4 other, different musicians who were out there recording. I never talked to any of them about the Urantia Book, though. It was just Dan, um, and but it was just nice to be his friend for X amount of time. And then his paths and mine, you parted, and never saw him again. But we had a deep friendship for about 3 or 4 months, and I just thought he was just a great guy, man of insight, had talent, and he knew I appreciated music because he tried out riffs, you know. And I said, well, I don't think that's quite the upbeat sound that you're trying to find there, or I would say, gosh, that's something that the kids can dance to. I really, really like that, and that kind of chat, banter. A great sense of humor. He loved having his VCR, and he loved playing Disney movies. Alice in Wonderland, Dumbo. So it's a little bit of trivia. But
so did you guys? You said you kind of parted ways. Was it like you said? Was it sort of just like, well, he was busy and you were busy, kind of thing, or?
Well, we were done with recording, and so we didn't really have a business reason, and Nederland was a good 20 odd miles up the Boulder Canyon, and I don't know. I guess it was just more of I respected his privacy.
But yeah, but you basically you're pretty sure, or you could see that he
Oh
was
yeah,
reading
he
your
was an avid reader. No ifs, ands, or buts. He definitely took to it.